Hello, my name is Kevin with Veilux, and today I'm going to show you how to properly set up your IP camera that you have installed. After you have installed the MVR 64 Pro program and the IP installer program, you will see a window once you open up the MVR XR-64, the window we're seeing here, but you will have some extra screens off to the side where the mouse is currently moving off because we were unable to capture the full screen on the program we use to video record. Once your IP camera has power, it is hooked up to your network, and as I stated, you have installed both of the programs. You will go here to IP installer. You will click here. It will ask you what network card or you have installed on your computer system. Sometimes you will have a server and you'll have more than one. Most computer systems will only have one network card. You will click on the network card and hit OK. Next, it will bring up the following screen we are seeing right now. Here you will hit refresh. And this is where it's going to find the camera. Right here, it has now found the camera. We've noticed that it has an IP of 0.0.0.0, which is an invalid IP address, which this means the camera will not work. Most people, you can set a static IP address with a subnet mask. Most people are going to use auto. This will obtain a IP address automatically for you, so therefore you can use your camera. You will hit set. You will have this that will come up and everything letting you know that it will, or your server will reset, or not your server, but the camera will now have to reset itself. Once the camera resets itself, this will take about a minute or two to reset itself. You will hit refresh. Now the camera has obtained an IP address now. This is our local IP address for this camera. Now, you must go into your router and configure this IP address to be open with your router. How you would do that? You would go to Start, Run, and type in CMD, which will bring up this screen. Here you will type in ipconfig /all. And then hit enter. This will bring up this screen. You're going to find out what is your gateway default. On ours, it's going to be 10.0.10.1. So you're going to pull up your Internet Explorer. What I'm doing right now, we're on the company page. Here is where we're going to type in the gateway default, 10.0.10.1, and hit enter. This, you will need to know the router's information. If you do not know your router's information, you will need to find out who is the manufacturer of the router, and you will need to contact them or look at your user manual. I will go ahead and type in our information for this router. Okay. Most of the time in routers, this screen will be different depending on the router you have. On this one, most of the time it's under firewall or firewall, and then we're going to go to port forwarding. Okay. Here we've already have an IP camera that we've used in the past, which is 10.0.10.23. And let's see, this one's going to be 24. So we're going to change this to 24. So we've got an IP camera. We're going to use port 9000 through 9003. We're going to use both protocols, and we're going to tell it 10.0.10.24, and we're going to enable it. Okay. Once you make those changes, you're going to save it. Now it has saved. Now we're going to type in here, the web port of it is going to be 9000. The RSTP port, you need to have the RST port as well. We're going to put 9003 as the RTSP port, since we have port 9000 through 9003 open on our router, as we showed on here. 9000 through 9003, we have those ports open, so we're going to put both of those there. Then we're going to hit set, and we are going to have to restart the camera again now, since we've got the right information inputted in here. Then we'll hit refresh. Okay, now once you hit set, it will find it and everything as it just did. You want to be sure that it finds the correct IP address, and the correct IP address is here. If not, you may have to change it to what you changed on your router, and then you would exit out of the screen. Next, you would do here, you would go to camera assignment. We're not using camera 1 because that is off the screen, but camera 2 we are using, and the camera IP address is 10.0.10.24. Okay? The default username is root, and the default password is admin. And we are using port 9003. This is the RSTP port that we are using. You would then hit check, and then we're going to hit play. Now, as you can see, we have now got the screen up on this unit. This is how you successfully configure your IP camera, so therefore you can view it on your network successfully. Right now, as you can see, this is the picture quality also of a VVIP 2L316 connected remotely to your system using or within a network. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, and thank you for watching our Veilux setup.